What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Spirit Baby Kill. I ain't been here in like forever. Kind of awkward because I ain't been here in so long. But we back with another timeless message. 9 times out of 10, if you are here right now, this message is probably meant for you. So take what resonates, leave the rest out. Everything is for the highest good and the harm and none. No deception, no trickery. Let's dive right into it. Like I said, I ain't been here in a minute, but it's been my birthday. I had went out of town. I was planning on doing some videos while I was out of town, but I was having a little fun. So I was like, well, I'm gonna just relax and chill. I got a bunch of jewelry for the website while I was out of town, so make sure y'all check out the website because I will be uploading new pieces pretty much every day, all day. I dropped my new album, Spirit Baby Kill Reborn, so if you haven't checked that out, please go check that out. Other than that, I just been taking some time away, giving myself a break, not rushing and doing too much because regardless, it's gonna happen. So 9 times out of 10, once again, if you are here right now, this message is probably meant for you. It's no coincidences. I don't do nothing irregular. So if you here, you just here. I'm gonna start off with a prayer and then we can dive right into the messages. We're gonna pull out a 111 on the clock as I start. So damn, that number been chasing. Damn, do I have my? I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no tablet. I got 3 computers and they all dead. That number been chasing me since I've been doing readings beforehand. So like before I took my little break, why this car going so slow? Before I took my little break, the number 111 has been chasing me and it's always popping up in the videos. It's popping up everywhere. It's still prevalent. So if you've been seeing 111, 9 times out of 10, this message is for you. 144 also. 111 is a major number when it comes to you stepping up and stepping into your purpose. You creating your own reality. That's pretty much what it's about. You taking leadership over your own reality. You taking leadership in your environment and you doing what you need to do, whatever the case may be. So let's dive right into it. Thank you, Absolute Source. Thank you, Spirit Guides and all the divine beings that come through in this message. I ask that everything that comes from this message is for the highest good and the harm none with no deception or trickery. Please, Absolute Source, bring through any spirit guides, energies, or anything else for the highest good and harm none with the most benevolent outcomes that we need at this time. Archangel Michael, protect us from any negative entities, energies, hexes, curses, spells, or anything else trying to negatively affect us throughout all time, spaces, places, dimensions, and realms. Please purify us, Absolute Source, through all angel, spirit guides, or any other energies we may need at this time. And I ask that everything that comes from this message is for the highest good and for the most benevolent outcomes and anything we may need at this time. Amen, amen, amen. Let's dive right into it. So first deck I'm gonna pull out of is the Light Worker Oracle. The Light Worker Oracle, the Light Worker Oracle guidebook. So let's see what messages we get from the Light Worker Oracle. Also, I have a second page. I don't really try to advertise it that much on here, but I have a second page where I do most of my sound healings, Reiki, and twin flame messages. So if you would like to dig into any of that, please go check out my second YouTube channel at Insomniac Dreams. That's my second YouTube channel, Insomniac Dreams. I'll share a video tonight, or whenever you see this message, you can go check out my community tab, and then you'll see a video I posted from Insomniac Dreams, so that you can go check out that channel. Let's see what we get. What's this? First ray of power and unplug from the mass consciousness. So the first card we got is number 1, first ray of power. And I see it, number 1 has been popping up very prevalent. I'm getting so hot. It's hot outside, but I'm getting energy hot. But this is crazy. Number 1, and it's the first ray of power. So like I said, if you've been seeing the number 1 a lot, this message is probably heavily for you. So check it out. First ray of power. Let's dive right into it. And I think we pulled this before, but let's see what this is. The first the first ray of power is energy of consciousness destruction. It can be used in a healthy way to eliminate the past and allow for a fresh start. The first ray also carries the frequency of leadership. Everything I said. It can assist you to stand in the truth of your light so others can find their way by it. It helps to strengthen your willpower so you can accomplish any task you choose. The Ascended Master El Morya brings you his particular blessing and encourages you to believe in your own strength and take the initiative on what matters most to you. So it's time for you to hop into your leadership position and take charge of your own life and do what matters most to you. If you are confused about which path to take or whether to continue a certain relationship, course of action, or lifestyle choice, the first ray of power will clarify matters for you. When it moves through our lives, whether it holds us back, when it moves through our lives, whatever is holding us back will be removed either through circumstances seemingly beyond our own control or by our own actions based on a sudden inner knowing. When the first ray of power is indicated, a long-term plan that was once important to you may suddenly seem as though it needs to change or even be released altogether. Or you may suddenly get the motivation to go for something you have been dreaming of for a long time. Once this ray affects your life, your understanding of what is helpful and what is not can change overnight. The changes will feel very true, freeing, and helpful. Those people, dreams, and opportunities that remain in your life afterwards have survived the onslaught of divine will. This means that the universe is confirming that they are meant to be a part of your journey at this time. So a lot of destruction energy, but good destruction energy, if you want to say good or bad, but pure or good destruction energy to release everything in your life that you no longer need. And with the second card coming out, unplugging from the mass consciousness, is a lot of thought, beliefs, patterns, or things that the mass consciousness seems to do. It may be like the way that you work for money, the way you manifest, whatever the case may be. You unplugging from mass consciousness, stepping into this confirmation, stepping into this leadership role so that you can furthermore take control of your own life. Finally, when this ray makes its way into your life, it is time to accept the living gauntlet being thrown down by the universe and take your hands off the controls of your life. Detach and be curious. The universe will show you exactly what you need and remove what you do not. If something or someone is no longer a part of your life, it will be so that a more beautiful, truthful, and satisfying version of what you are surrendering can come into your world. Remember, the universe loves you and wants only the best and most beautiful life experiences for you. Trust it enough to let that happen now. So we have a quick invocation, which is a healing statement. So repeat after me. I now accept of my own free will the blessing and grace of the first ray of power in my life. Through unconditional love and divine mercy, I surrender my life into the loving hands of the universe to align me with my higher will in the most beautiful expression of my life journey. I call upon the loving assistance of the genuine Ascended Master El Morya in all aspects of this process, and ask that the first ray of power be expressed in ways that serve the greatest good on this planet, that all beings may walk their true divine path through divine grace, so be it. Side note, something that was coming to me as I was reading this, I'm always talking about like leadership energy, like taking control of your life, doing this and doing that, doing this and doing that. Mostly I could be talking to manifestors, creators, people that's supposed to be innovators in this new energy that we're coming into this world. While the world is so chaotic and frantic, you got to be able to continue to stay locked in, not give a fuck about what the world going through, but know the power of whatever spiritual path you may be on. Because if you're watching me, Spirit, baby, kill. Whatever spiritual path you own, and utilize the power of what you do with that, and try your best to send energy towards the collective the best you can. But the best you can do is continue to lock into your own life and do what you need to do, which is take leadership in your own life and continue doing what you need to do no matter what, so then others can follow suit, and then you can help create this new energy, which is everybody thinking for themselves type energy. You get what I'm saying? It's like I'm always constantly having this same energy pop up 10 on the clock. As I say that, it's always leadership. And it's like whoever I'm talking to, all you need to do is just do it, bro. Like, I ain't gonna say I'm tired of talking about the leadership, because it might be a reoccurring energy I need to tell to myself so I can stay on point. But at this point, you should already know that you got full control over your life, and you just need to do what you need to do. So you need to do it. The second and final card out of this spread is number 7. 7 has also been popping up a lot. 777 mainly. So unplug from the mass consciousness. Number 7. So yeah, you really unplugging from what the world has going on, the energies that you've picked up from the world, and step into your leadership energy, thinking for yourself. 11 on the clock, as I say that, thinking for yourself and just doing whatever your heart, your soul is calling you to do. Number 7, unplug from mass consciousness. There's a belief system based on fear, doubt, and distrust that is known as mass consciousness. It says it is safer to stay with the crowd, not to question what you have been taught. It says you cannot trust the divine to take care of your financial well-being or your emotional needs. It says you should be afraid and not take risk. It says that if you dare to stand up and live your truth, you'll be lost and alone, humiliated, rejected, or even destroyed. You are being guided to unplug from that system of belief. You are capable of a more creative, loving, and soul-satisfying way of living. To access this, let go of the way that is too small for your soul. So it's time for you to step up in leadership position. Your soul is calling you to do something way bigger. 12 on the clock, as I stated. We got 10 that came through, 11 that came through, and 12. That's new beginning energy, releasing the old, stepping into the new. 2, and stepping into alignment. It's time for you to really break the shackles of the mass consciousness off you, what other people think. Most people that got something to say, I'm talking with my hand a lot for some odd reason. Most people that got something to say, personally, look at them, look at their age, look at what they got going on with their life, and quickly you will realize these ain't the type of people that need to be trying to tell me anything. So fuck with the world telling you. Forget the fears, the doubts, and insecurities of the world, because the world is constantly needing approval. So if the world constantly needs approval and you don't need approval when you're doing something, you 10 times ahead of the world, because you living in faith, not doubt. You ain't worrying about what other people really care about, because you're doing it from your soul, and you know that whatever you doing gonna touch somebody. It ain't that you don't care what the world think. You just know that if you stick to it long enough, that you will be able to make an impact or a change in the world somehow. 13 on the clock, as I say that. Death and rebirth energy. You releasing the old, stepping into the new. You deleting all the limitations, fears, the mass consciousness programs off of you, and stepping into your own mind. You thinking for yourself. You stepping out of the simulation. You stepping out of the matrix and becoming Neo. You becoming the main player, the main character, whatever the case may be. You are brave and aware enough to think outside the square, beyond what society or your peers may consider normal. You are supposed to be questioning things right now. You are in a transition from one way of thinking to another. So you are in a major transition. If you're watching this, you are in a major transition from living in a timeline or reality of doing what the world expected you to do, from deleting that completely, destroying it from out of your consciousness, from out of your DNA, out of your even ancestral lineage, and stepping into a whole nother energy of being a free flowing, self-conscious reality creator being. You get what I'm saying? You are in a transition from one way of thinking to another, opening up to a new world which you can trust enough to live in with peace and happiness, because of the upgraded new beliefs you are cultivating. No matter how others may resist or criticize your choices, perhaps your new ideas take you away from the world they feel comfortable in. Your higher guidance encourages you to keep opening your mind to a more loving, higher reality. If you have been thinking along new lines and wonder if you are going crazy, your guidance tells you are doing a great job. You are not crazy. Trust yourself. You are thinking in ways that do not belong to mass consciousness. It can seem scary at first, but once you realize the benefits gained from unplugging, you will enjoy the process much more. It will free you and empower you to live a life of your own choosing. Opportunities and connections can open up to you in ways that defy your old beliefs. Sometimes breaking from the accepted norm, doing things differently, or being considered weird to family, colleagues, and friends is a sign that you are breaking away from the consciousness of the masses, which is not compatible with your own higher frequency consciousness. You are born to bring a new vibration of awareness to this planet. That's the leadership energy. You will find those who can benefit and even love you for this difference, and those who are challenged or fearful of you for it. Either way, you can love and approve of yourself, nourish relationships that support you, and have compassionate detachment from those that do not, without compromising who you are in truth. So keep unplugging yourself, one layer, thought, word, and deed at a time, from that which the mass consciousness will have you buy into. More stuff, more fear, more competition, more doubt, and more suffering. You can challenge any thought you don't want to have. Free yourself. You have the power to change your world and the world we live in as a result. One liberating thought at a time. So this is the final invocation. So let's dive right into it. So this is a healing prayer or invocation to help you further release yourself from the mass consciousness and hop into your leadership position. Of my own free will, I now ask for spiritual intervention and divine protection through guidance that loves me unconditionally. I now request thorough and complete removal of any entity, thought form, belief system, cord, attachment, or conditioning from my body, mind, and soul that does not resonate with the pure frequency of unconditional love. I ask for this process to happen with divine mercy, wisdom, and blessing. I call upon my own inner power and strength to listen for my truths and stand in the light of those truths at the perfect time and in the perfect way, with the loving and empowering assistance of my spiritual team. Through divine grace and my own spiritual authority, so be it. May all beings be blessed by divine love. May all beings be happy and free. Powerful. So even if you don't say that after me, as long as you listen and be open to connect with it and say, you connect with it, then you'll connect with the energy. But that's powerful. You most definitely releasing a lot of shackles, limitations, heavy on the limitations of the mass consciousness, but it's heavy on the mass consciousness energies. You releasing the doubts, you releasing the fears, because it's like, hey, fuck it. And then you knowing that it's a whole another side of people that's gonna be able to support you. So it's a hate-love relationship. You know that some people gonna hate you and not like you for who you is, and you gonna love that because you'll know who to cut off and who to have boundaries with, and then you'll be able to find the ones that really love you. So the people that don't like you they'll help you be able to free up space, and the people that love you, they'll be able to come in and give you the support that you need to keep going in whatever you're doing. So keep doing it and be your fucking self. Stop being fucking scary, being a lame. Stop acting like you got to be this perfect person. I'm not perfect. I hope you've seen my journey. I'm not even gonna lie to you right now. I look 10 times better than what I looked like a year ago, and I was fucked up still doing this shit. And I just took a break, and I still look good. It's like, fuck it, bro. And I still be tripping. I still go through the same shit, but this shit just telling me like, shit, fuck it. If I keep going, look at me. Look at what I got. Look what I can keep going to if I just keep going. If I keep going and I just keep being me and keep falling in love with this process and doing what I'm doing, it's gonna happen regardless. Everything gonna come to me how I needed to. Fuck with what everybody else got to say, because if I just focus on what I got going on, I'm gonna be able to pay attention to my fucking blessings. They ain't they blessings, and this ain't they life. If they live their life enough, they wouldn't even worry about what the hell you got going on to hate you. Why do you care about that still to this point? We got too much. We ain't got time. That's what I'm trying to say. We ain't got time to be focused on the naysayers. We only got time to be focused on people that supporting us, because it's time to reality build at this time. You see what the fuck going on in the world. You see all this political shit that's going left and right. Everybody having these negative outlooks on everything that's going on. We need people to stand up and continue to do what I'm doing and doing what you're doing, so that we can catch a break. We can relax for a second, so we can let our mind stay free enough so that the divine can sooner or later send us the assistance that we need. Everything is in divine order anyway, so just keep doing what you need to do, what you feel called to. Yeah, you can still work your job, but in the process you need to be finding what your heart calling you to, so you can make that shift from a job to stepping in your bag. It's layers to this. So not only am I super spiritual and I'm talking all this spiritual stuff, I'm getting off topic, but it's also about the process of me fully not perfecting, but getting myself in line. So I want to get my finances in line. So I'm studying stuff to get my finances in line. I'm changing my consciousness from the mass consciousness when it comes to finances. So I'm getting myself out of poverty and I'm going into financial freedom. When it comes to spirituality, I'm bringing myself out of spiritual oppression and I'm bringing myself into spiritual freedom. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to me doing what I want to do in life, I'm bringing myself from feeling like I got to do what the world told me to do and go work a job that probably ain't got shit to do with me and what ain't going to get my energy and it ain't good. And I can shift that energy into building my own foundation in my own empire. That was for somebody. It's a lot of venting I had to do, because I ain't been talking to y'all in a minute. I had to get on y'all ass. All right, let's dive right into the Hoodoo Tarot to close this message off for the highest good and harmony with the most benevolent outcomes. See what we get from the Hoodoo Tarot. See what we get from the Hoodoo Tarot for the highest good and harmony with the most benevolent outcomes. Oh, that's a lot of cards. Just a couple. A couple at the most. Five of Coins. So this is some type of financial. So you making a major shift. So you probably already been doing the work necessary, your creative gifts or whatever the case may be. And you might be still having that fear and doubt, because the main thing that popped out from the last card, it was talking about the financial, the way you're going to get your finances. And we got the Five of Coins right here. So this let me know you releasing a lot of limitations, blockages, and mindsets when it comes to your finances and how you're going to get money from spirit, most definitely, because you ain't finna be doing nothing that's really connected with a job and you can't really foresee how the finances go come. So you got to be able to trust spirit right now fully. So right now, this is what a major transition you going through is, like releasing a lot of poverty off of your ass. You studying new financial affirmations and plugging your subconscious with new thoughts when it comes to finances, and you're releasing all this garbage and bullshit when it comes to finances, because you come to this world infinitely abundant. Like, God blessed you with it already, but the world make you feel like you gotta do all this shit because they harvesting your energy. Fuck all that. They harvesting your energy so that you can make yourself super small to make some super small amount of money, but they don't want you to be super big, because then at that point you're gonna be able to make a super amount of big money. You get what I'm saying? So they try to control your destiny, but they can't really control what God got for you when you trust yourself and you trust God. Let's pull one more, and I don't want to read out the book. So if it's about finances, you just got to stay locked in and continue to like get your mind off. It ain't really get your mind off the finances, because then that's spiritual bypassing again, but really reprogramming your mind with new financial thoughts. Like when your mindset fucked up and you get into mass consciousness thoughts about money and shit like that, it's time for you to reprogram. But you going through a major reprogram right now anyway. The big house. The big house. So we got two cards right here, the 5 of coins and the big house. So the first card is the 5 of coins. Okay, there we go. 5 of coins. The plant for the 5 of coins is nettle. The image is a root worker from Missouri named Sam Nightingale is shown giving 2 down and out people a spiritual cleansing with herbs and rum. Sam was originally from Guinea and was well loved and respected as a storyteller and conjurer in Missouri. The meaning is positive, which is pretty positive right now. Hard times coming to an end. So that's that transition you're going through. You making your way out of hard times. A new job after prolonged unemployment. So somebody might be getting a new job. Take out resonates. Renewed faith. So you restoring your faith in with your heart calling you to do whatever your creative pursuits is. Your faith is being restored in that, so you can continue on in that journey. You got a recovery from financial ruin, so your finances are coming back into a good state. Improved luck, feeling welcome, rehabilitation, debt repayment, and a light at the end of the tunnel. So you most definitely coming out of hard, long striving time, and I feel like it got something to do with finances. So not only you, some people getting a job, but you coming into a whole new career, and you be able to make finances off what you love to do. Next and final card out of this whole read is the big house. The big house. So, a lot of y'all finna hop in that bag. That's what it is. If you've been struggling with money for a while, this is the spirit letting you know right now you are about to hop in that bag. No more of this struggle. But it's not only been that, you've been releasing so much negative energy when it comes to finances. That's really been the main thing. You having to really reshape your subconscious and even reshape your energy from releasing those poverty-stricken energies. It's a hard one to find, ain't it? It's a hard one to find. I think I found it. There we go. The big house, the tower. So you most definitely, this is confirmation. It's powerful. You most definitely, destruction. First card came out the whole read, destruction. Final card out the whole read, the tower, which is destruction. You destroying every thought form and limitation, any blockage, any cord attachment that holds you back into poverty. And a lot of people finna hate you because they gonna think like, why you wanna stay down here and be broke with us? That's the type of energy I'm getting, but you ain't finna be broke no more. You ain't finna deal with that shit no more. And you destroying all energies around brokenness, and you hopping in that bad because you know that genuinely and truly God is gonna bless you for what you're doing. Fuck what they talking about, period. So the final card we got is the big house, the tower. So the Bible verse for this card is Isaiah 34 verse 11. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it, the owl also, and the raven shall dwell in it, and he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness. The plant for this card is oak. The plant for this card is oak. The image is a woman looking at a plantation home with a rose-colored lens. Is unable to see the suffering of the people plummeting from the window. Wow, so it is people falling out of the window. I ain't see that, but she looking at it through a rose-colored magnifying glass. It's like they don't even exist. There is no greater symbol of southern gentility than a majestic plantation home surrounded by lush Victorian gardens. Every year, millions of people from all around the world flock to the South for plantation tours areas. Their guides prattle on about lemonade, quaint customs, and corseted balls during what many call a simpler time. What they don't tell you is that most of these villages and fields were already there and thriving prior to the arrival of foreigners. In other words, indigenous people were literally forced to work on their own land. So while this simpler, I told somebody that, like, that's a quick side note. It wasn't no really a lot of people getting took from Africa and shit like that. Like, they came up with the story that a lot of us died that was Native Americans and shit like that. But look at us, like, ain't nobody fucking die. Like, it was, they came over, took us over, and then forced us into slavery and made us work upon, you know, where we was at. Like, it's a lot of lies, but a lot of slaves were probably Native American. So while this simpler time was certainly the reality for hundreds of prosperous slave owners, it was not for thousands of enslaved people and indentured servants. For them, the big house was far from beautiful and was instead an unpredictable house of horrors. So the meaning of this card: when the big house comes up in a reading, it may be trying to prepare you for a sudden change in the subsequent trauma that will come from it. There will be no opportunity to adjust. You will simply have to deal with things the best way you know how. If you are not a big embracer of change or don't like surprises, life is about to suck big time, but it doesn't have to. The best thing to do when you get the news is to fight the urge to resist or deny whatever is occurring and try your best to look on the bright side. If there is no bright side or you're presently unable to see it, then seek support immediately. Reach out to family, friends, and neighbors, or call a hotline to talk to someone. It's important that you have people around you now that can keep you focused and grounded as the winds of change uproot all that seem permanent. If you receive the big house in a reading, consider the following. Your plans may be disrupted in a way you can't imagine. Is this a breakdown or a breakthrough? In what way does this change hurt my ego? Things may actually turn out better in the end. What or who do you need to help you through this difficult time? There's a danger of going completely off the rails. Mind your temper. And just like that, it's over. Pick up the pieces and let it go. How could this experience inspire you to new heights? Why do you think that idea just came out of the blue? Perhaps it's not such a big surprise at all. You just weren't ready to see it, and the truth hurts. So you might be seeing a lot of truths. So judgments from people, seeing the truth of how people really think about you, or just seeing the truth of the reality of the current situation you in, and automatically the universe giving you the ideas and the energies and the information you need so that you can change this situation. A lot of it I'm getting is about finances, and a lot of it is getting broke down. Your financial vision is getting broke down. You seeing things for the truth, so you being able to build and ground yourself in a foundation that is actually rooted in financial freedom. So, and then you being able to do what you want to do. So it's a lot in there. 333 on the clock. As I say that, I just seen 333 at least like 3 times. So that's crazy. So if you ain't got physical people, so that's the side note. If you don't have physical friends, family, or anything else to call on at this time, call on your spirit guides, angels, archangels, spirit team, friends or family in spirit, whatever the case may be, benevolent beings to get you through these times so you can stay grounded, stay doing what you need to do so that the changes can occur and that you can be still aligned when you get through these times. So go with the flow. Don't resist these changes, because all these changes the last card made it sound like but they for the better and they gonna be for the best. It's like you uprooting a lot of financial limitations, and it's hard because a lot of people ain't finna look at you the same. So you gotta see these people so that you can move them out your way, so that you can get the blessings that God is finna give you, and it's finna be a lot of blessings. So it's Spirit Rebel Kill. If this resonated with you, please check me out. If you like to book a personal message, you can email me at insomniacdreams369. No. You can email me at insomniacdreamsllc@gmail.com. My readings are $33.33. I done went up. And also you can book me on my website at insomniacdreams369.com. That's also where I got a lot of my products at. So if you like me, check it out. Other than that, I hope you have a blessed, abundant timeline. Stay focused. The bag finna hit. So you need to focus on your creative gifts. And on the other side, God gonna be bringing in these blessings to you, because a lot of the tension or whatever you might be going through at this time is a lot of uprooting of things. So don't be looking at everything from the bad. Look at it as a good, and think of it as a spiritual purging, a destruction of the bad so the good can come in. Hope you have a blessed, abundant timeline. Until next time.